Hi, folks. Welcome to another edition of Another Ride with Dave. That's what I've decided to call it. I think that's a good title, I think, Dave. How are you, Dave?
I'm very well, sir. All good in the Courtney hood. Yeah.
Vast Active says, can you ask Dave if he still does his parties? And do you still party at your parties?
I still party at my parties, I'm afraid. Yeah, I think it's an illness. I look in the mirror and I do see what it really is. You're a 60-year-old sort of little bit overweight bald geezer. But once I'm out there down the bottom, I think I'm still 20 odd years old. You know what I mean? I can't help it.
Yeah.
I can't help it. Yeah. I
Yeah.
love a little jump around.
You love a little jump
I
around.
love seeing all smiley faces in my house. It's my get-together thing. It's like Caesar's. Here is like Caesar to me. This is my meeting place. I'm not so much out there anymore because I've got this at my house. It's not a house.
Yeah.
This is the base camp one for an awful lot of people. You know exactly what I'm talking about. You've been here.
Yeah.
This is not home. It is my home.
Yeah.
But it's really a camp. Yeah. Massive man cave for an awful lot of people. Yeah.
Oh, it's wonderful. It's kind of like almost like when I heard that you might be losing Camelot Castle, I was really upset because it's like the focal point, isn't it? It's you.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah,
it's beautiful.
Absolutely.
They was knocking down the factory next door.
Yeah.
And the little alley that goes down the side of my house was going to have to be made into a road for the fire engines and the cars. And they was compulsory purchasing in my house.
Really?
So no one had any say in how much they were paying for it. You had no say in whether he was going to sell it or not. They were just going to do it, and that was it.
Yes. And you've got out of that. Is that not?
Well, strangely, the man buying it to turn it into the factory changed his mind.
Oh.
We'll move on swiftly.
Fantastic. Right. Now, White Daddy says, now that Dave's gangster career is over, will you ever return to debt collecting?
Oh, no, it's the wrong era now. There's too many cameras on everyone's doorbell for me to do my whole thing.
Right.
Driving somewhere, kicking someone's door in, throwing them around the living room and scaring them. You can't do that no more. Now everyone knows who I am. They go, it's Dave Courtney, I know him. He broke in my house last night and nicked me. I'll be nicked for every job I ever done. So in them days, they didn't know who you was. Now, because of the TV and the computer and all that, everyone knows who you are. So you can't do that no more, I'm afraid.
No.
Debt collecting changed as well. It was a lot easier to go into someone's house at 3 a.m. and wake him up in bed with a balaclava on and show your mates and go, oh, mate, about that 400 grand. Shush, love. Shush. Say that thing. Right? About that 400 grand.
Yeah. So we've got another question here. It says, Dean is here, says, now that you're a retired multi-millionaire, all right, what do you find to do each day?
I couldn't actually give you a real set of what I do every day because every single solitary day in my life, I promise you, is different. I doubt if I do the same thing every single week. I wouldn't go to the gym every single day. I don't have dinner every day. I don't have a bedtime. My life still run a lot by who rings up and who knocks on the door. It's easy for me to keep out of trouble for the rest of my life, but other people have got to try and help me as well. And they're not going to go, Dave, help me. Blah. And then I've got that. I either go, sorry, I'm now writing books and I do television, so I'm not helping you. Even though he's helped me for 30 years, he's got holding his body down to me. I've got to go no, or point in the right direction, or, I do an awful lot of audience whips. I go around the country having chats with people, doing all these.
Yeah.
I do a lot of voiceovers for naughty boy documentaries, underworld documentaries. Yeah, I've got a very good friend of mine, Tony Sells, who runs Underworld TV. I do an awful lot of things for him. I do a lot of. It's all different every single day. Like I've just bought an houseboat.
Yeah.
I'll get porn stars parts in films. I do little bits of film work. I'm going to write another book. It's all, they're in the process right now of doing another documentary for me for Amazon Prime.
Fantastic. Good.
I've done filming for that. And they're going to have someone else play me. So they're doing it. As someone's telling the story, they have this other bloke playing, doing it, whatever that's called.
Now, you could still play yourself as a youth, Dave.
Love you, Leo.
Now, Mark Stevens says, Now, this is a question. He said, does he feel, Dave, that he's lived a life worthy of praise?
I'm not actually looking for praise, right? I'm not actually looking for praise. I praise me enough and feel a very, very lucky man for living the life I live, right? I get a lot of praise from an awful lot of people. Most of them I've never met or will ever meet or have never seen or spoke to in my life because they think they would like to have done this because I only promote the good bits, don't I? Yeah, I don't tell you about the pains and the hurting and the child getting murdered and the prison sentences and the wife leaving you over it and yeah, you know what I mean. I don't publicise them. So I praise me for getting this far and living how I live, but and I'm not actually looking for praise. Recognition I might like because I feel as if I've done an awful lot that other people haven't done. I genuinely feel lucky about that. Not that I am anything different than anyone else in doing it. I feel lucky by the people I've surrounded myself with. Yeah, that is what the whole of the Dave Courtney thing is about. It's my own personal Freemasons. I've got a million people in all walks of life helping me and doing things. So no, I don't feel like I deserve to. What was the question? I don't feel like I'm
yeah, a life worthy of praise, he said. I think you have.
Well, I don't know. I'm not saying I'm not worthy either.
No, you've helped a lot of people over the years. You've
beating around the bush. In other people's eyes, I might be worthy of this train. In a lot of other people's eyes, I'm not worthy of it because I haven't robbed a train or won a bare knuckle world championship or done brinks mat or killed 47 people. You know what I mean? I don't know what it is you find. You know, each individual finds someone else their hero. Yeah, to some people I'm this, and to some people I'm that. Yeah. So.
Well, I like you, Dave. I think you're fantastic. So there you go. There you go. Right now, Jimbo Slice. What was the best fight he'd seen on the cobbles? Yeah. What's your best fight you ever saw on the cobbles?
The best fights I've ever seen, I'm afraid, is during the football violence era. Yeah, when 3 doormen had to, and the governor went, I ain't having any more doormen, but I don't want no football thugs in my pub. And there was 20,000 Newcastle supporters down there, and they hadn't gone home on Saturday. They were still hanging around the West End. And you had proper fights. And that was 50, 60 people fighting 5 doormen, you know, and people pulled things out the bag then when you're frightened and outnumbered that you could never normally do. And it was an era where fighting was a normal thing. There's a lot more dangerous out there now having a little fight. People get stabbed and acid and shot. But then you would have fights every single week. You would have pubs that were known to go down there for Saturday and have a fight.
Yeah,
you could go places to have a fight. Yeah. And, you know, very few people died at these football fighting. There were 1,000 men fought, 800 men and all that. Very few, when they all run off, were dead. You know, the worst that got happened is you got a bottle of double diamond over the head or something like that. You know what I mean? But, you know, there weren't a lot of dead people around. Fighting was a genuine part of the growing up thing. Then now killing someone it's a different era, and I can't specifically say what was the best fight I ever see because I'm afraid I came from an era where there was 5 or 6 different fights a night in the same building I was working at.
Dave, it's just about to run out. It's about to run out. So I just want to say to everybody watching this.
That sounds like Brendan. He runs out a lot.
It's been great talking to Dave. I love talking to Dave. Such a fantastic guy. So he will be on every week. If you've got your questions, put them down below. Dave will answer them. And have a lovely time on the boat, Dave. And I look forward to seeing you very soon. We'll speak next week.
Right. I'll speak to you soon. My love to your lady. See you later. Yeah.